how to fold laundry, throw the
Man,
towel. You
hey,
know,
what's homeboy that followed this dub? The one dude, the boxing and jazz. Shout out to that cat. You feel me? He know about some boxing for sure. You know what I
he
mean?
do.
Man, and he pulled up on us just to let us know that we be talking that talk.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I know y'all. I know y'all stuff, but I'm just saying, y'all think that every nigga that's gonna tune in just know everything about boxing. Maybe we come to
No, we ain't
learn.
gonna do that to you. We ain't gonna do that to y'all. Look, usually people learn like that. You know what I'm saying? If you one of them type of people.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to learn, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about boxing.
Nigga said the Pittsburgh
Dub,
Boxing
you need to calm your
Coalition.
ass down, man. Like the Pittsburgh Boxing Coalition ain't a thing just because you don't know about it. Jeez, it's something Wiz Khalifa started.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna
uh,
stay in my lane, man. Let me stay in my lane, dog.
oh shit.
Somebody gonna start it.
Would you be willing to move down to 135, or has to be pretty much at 140?
I can't even see 135 anymore. I'll be real with you. However, the fights are always gonna be there. Listen, I've seen Tank go up to 40 to fight Mario Barrios, who's fighting and facing Pacquiao now at 47. So I believe that if it makes sense for both sides, we can make a fight happen, even at catch weight, whatever the case be. The whole thing is that Tank can't put any. I don't do rehydration clauses, so he can't do no rehydration clause.
Tio, speaking of Tank, right? Speaking of Tank and
Yeah.
what you was talking about with not
Well,
finishing these
Tank
guys off.
Hold on, wait.
You said what?
I said, hold up, wait.
Wait, what? What's up?
What's the rehydration clause? You
I
want
knew
me?
you was
You
about
want
to
me?
ask that.
Y'all want to hear what I? Just tell me. Never mind. I don't want Dub to get mad at me. Just tell me. I ain't gonna say nothing. What is that? Nah, man,
Man.
fuck Dub. I'm gonna tell you right now. See, the rehydration clause, you know what I mean? There's a Santa Claus, there's a Mrs. Claus, there's a rehydration clause, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a clause in the contract. So you know what I'm saying? If you grow your beard with mineral water instead of, you know what I'm saying, that Canada, that clearly Canadian, you feel all right, never mind, man. You see, he done turned this video on. Just tell me, man, what
Hey,
is it?
I needed. I had to hear this shit. I couldn't stay back for that one. Now I need to know what the hell.
Just tell me, man. Damn.
So a rehydration clause is how much
oh
weight
shit.
a person can put on the day of the fight. So weigh in, you can weigh so much. The day of the fight, you can weigh so much, but you can only gain so much weight, and that's what that rehydration clause is.
So if we supposed to be fighting at 175 and we both weigh in at 174.9, you saying I get it. What? If I end up
It's
today,
intended. It's intended so you can have a fair fight, so that one person ain't, you know, limiting the weight advantage. You know what I mean? Through rehydration. So there's
so
like
that's
a,
like after I make weight, like so like a nigga gotta do certain shit to make the weight, and then after that he like, well shit, now I'm thirsty as a motherfucker, and you
right. So
allowed to,
like,
you know,
for example, if you need to make 136, right? You
uh-huh.
make 136 pre-fight, right? But now you allowed to rehydrate back up to 146 by fight night.
hmm
The rehydration clause says if you weigh in at 136, you can only go up to 138.
Because
If
what they
you
weigh
if
you
you
again before you get in the ring.
well, if you exceed the rehydration limit, you got penalties. You know what I
Well,
mean? Fines, lose your belt, disqualification from the fight.
no, but I mean, like, how you know they get weighed after the weigh in?
They get weighed. You
Yeah,
get
you get
weighed.
weighed on the day of the fight.
You getting weighed every day almost. What for the whole last month, huh? Because it's like that. Depending on how long your training camp is, they always take like that first or the last week. I mean, my fault. Like the last week, 2 weeks or so of the fight. That's every day almost. Like everywhere you gonna go down there got a scale. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have
Perfect,
just ate some shit, all that shit.
perfect example. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis.
Yeah,
Rehydration clause was 136. They were they was fighting at 135. Ryan Garcia walk around at 150, 160. Easy. Ryan Garcia walks around his regular weight at 130. I mean 140, one in between 140, 150, and 160. Easy. That's his regular
yeah,
weight without boxing. Now he say, "Oh, I'm willing to come down there and fight you at 135." Tank like, "All right, bet. Bring your ass down here to 135, but you can't rehydrate no higher than 136.
yeah.
Because if you don't have that rehydration clause, he can weigh in, make weight at the weigh-in, and then when he comes to the ring, when he weigh in that day of the ring, that nigga sitting at 150, 147, 160. You can do that. You can legally do that. That's called being a weight bully. But if there's a belt on the line, like we seen with Keyshawn Davis, if there's a belt on the line and your ass go over that weight, you got 3 hours to get to the weight. If you don't make it in that 3 hours, then you lose your belt, like they take it from you and you don't get it back. You got to fight for it back. So you lose your belt, you got fines, and like him, he lost the whole fight check.
Hmm.
Okay, so all right, so now circling back to where we started. Now, so what's my man? What my man insinuating? He insinuating that motherfucking Tank Davis. You know what I mean? He getting saved by the rehydration or what? Why he
No,
making that such a point?
well, because Tank is almost getting looked at like the man now because he is always at 135. He
What's old
ain't
buddy
never.
fighting that?
Who is that?
That was talking.
The
Oh,
Keyshawn Davis dude?
The nigga that was talking about the rehydration clause.
It was
The clip you
Keyshawn
just
Davis.
showed.
That's Tiafimo.
Yeah. He was like, yeah. I get with Tank, but ain't gonna be no rehydration clause. I'm saying,
well,
what
Because
was
that
he insinuating? He trying to
because
say,
niggas want to try to humiliate Tank. That's their problem.
niggas want to beat Tank so bad that they
Bruh.
willing to drop the weight at the weigh-in and then put that weight back
And then
on.
hydrate whatever. Cause you can come in at 150, nigga, at the fight.
what do weigh compared to Tank?
Nothing
147.
like right. He
He
about
a
10, at least
welterweight.
12 pounds over.
He a welterweight,
He like
and he
2, 3 weight
sometimes
classes up.
fight at super lightweight, which is 140.
But didn't he say no rehydration clause?
Right,
Right.
because he don't. Because he walk around at he fight at 140, 147. Tank fight at 135.
And nigga
Right.
said he can't get to 135 no more. That's what he said at the beginning.
That's what
He
Play the
that's
ain't
clip
what we
again.
all know. That he can't get to
uh
135, man.
he
I mean,
can't do it.
if he make 135, dog, he can't stay there. He's not gonna be able to fight there. He gonna end up like Ryan Garcia. That's what happens when big niggas try to come down to fight. When you try to bring your big ass down to fight Tank, you gonna bring your big ass down to the mat.
That's why we looking crazy at Crawford because he going up down there 3 weight classes
And,
to
and,
fight this
and
nigga Canelo. And
and I
it's
think from
scary.
a
And it's
previous
scary.
conversation, the gag is that shit. When you like that, you know what I'm saying, nigga. You got to come see me. I ain't going nowhere the fuck with. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
and
nigga,
and and the and the
you know
main
where the fuck
people.
my house at, nigga? You want to fight, nigga? Pull up. Hey, fuck, what the fuck I look like getting on a plane to come see you?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. I can dig it.
I got my own game at home. Why I got to come over your house? You know what I'm saying? And play your game.
But a
We
nigga
could
feel
just we
like,
could
we
just
What's
get
get
this
on.
online
coming?
together.
But a nigga feel like if we get weighed, and then after that I rehydrate and come back, I'll whoop you.
That's because niggas know they can't, man. That nigga Tank like that. Just like this nigga Canelo. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This nigga's like that, bro.
So what? Oh, okay. So the rehydration clause mean you can't do it.
Exactly.
He on my mama. So when you at that weight,
Re-
you at that fucking
rehydration
weight.
clause. Rehydration clause states if we box at 135, you can't weigh no more than 136 on fight night.
Okay.
On fight
Okay.
night, because you
On
don't
my
get
life.
weighed the night before the fight. The night before the fight, we doing the weigh-in. We got the cameras there. We doing the whole show. The night of the fight, you got to get on the scale that morning, that afternoon, and right before the fight. You got to get on the scale. If you don't weigh 136 any one of them 3 times, you got the penalty.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's the PBC? What they all about though? That's a good
Premier
move.
box.
You have to
Premier
That
ask,
bread,
boxing.
you have to ask a nice
that
move or it's
bread.
a.
That's nothing but the money. Nothing but the money.
I mean, I don't want to know the motive.
So
I
the
just want to know
only
if y'all
knock,
think it's a good move or a bad one.
It's a
well,
good
put it
one.
this way: the knock on PBC. This is the knock on PBC. People don't like PBC because they say they fighters don't be active enough. Most PBC fighters
Uh-huh.
only fight about once a year. I'm gonna be honest. Most PBC fighters fight once a year, maybe twice. Maybe twice.
All right,
People
how
don't
about
like
this?
that.
How about this? Can Cap give it to me in wrestling terms, and can James the Pharaoh give it to me in rap terms?
You want me to give it to you
Okay.
in what kind of term?
In wrestling,
Okay.
So
We can do
go
that.
ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. I need you to fire me up. You know, you
So
got
I'm
to give it
explaining
to
to
him in
you what
rap term.
the rehydration clause in rep terms.
nah, the signing the PBC.
Okay, so signing the PBC in rap terms is like this. You go to PBC is like you signing to the old school um um I mean perfect example. I got you. Signing the PBC and tell me if I'm right, Cap, and tell me if I get this right. Signing the PBC is like signing to old school good music, the
Okay.
original old school good music, right? You guarantee when your album drop, you gonna have bomb ass features on that motherfucker. You
But
gonna
who
have
know when
some
your
bomb
album gonna
ass
drop?
features.
That's what you saying?
But who know when your motherfucking album gonna drop? We gonna
Because
hear you.
Kanye got
We
final
gonna
say, and
hear
that
you.
nigga be on one.
Hey, we gonna hear you though. Like
Whoa.
you might get you a good single, right? You might get you a good single that year. You was on a bomb ass single that year. We
You was
thought
on
your
the
album was gonna
compilation. You was
drop
on the
because you had
compilation album.
one bomb ass single.
You was
You
on
was
Big
on that
Sean.
compilation, boy. We seen you on that. We seen you on the undercard, and we was like,
Mm.
man, we can't wait till this nigga get his fight. But you don't fight again till next year.